Hey, welcome to the Kink'D AF podcast. We're your hosts, Mika,
Frankie,
Khira,
Alex,
and Krystle.
here to sort of detangle the kinks.
Wait, like combing?
No, we're not combing out our hair. We're deconditioning.
Unlearning the ideas that were imposed on us by others.
Sharing our stories as Black and brown women navigating the kinks of life, from personal growth, healing, and friendship.
Even the things too kinky to talk about in the office.
We're Kink'D AF.
All right, y'all. We're back. And we're just going to go straight into it. And we're going to talk about some funny ass shit.
Are we?
We are.
You sure?
I mean, it wasn't funny when it was happening.
Yeah,
Definitely not.
Nigga, I was laughing. But okay.
So what we talking about?
Well, we talking about some nice dating stories.
Nice dating stories?
Horror
I have
dating
some pretty good
stories.
horror dating.
You know what? I don't
I
really
have
go on
horror
dates
relationship stories.
I don't really go on dates like that to even have a freaking story. I never make it to that point.
How long has it been since he had a date?
Well, shit. What's 22 minus 18?
Teacher.
I teach English, baby, not math. So
All right, go ahead.
no, like, so been in a relationship 4 years, last like 4 years ago, but hell, I always end up in having a boyfriend on accident. It's like, oh, I meet this guy that's like a homeboy of a homeboy. And it's like, my friend like you, and then I got a boyfriend, and that's it. And then I get these men who don't want to go nowhere. You know, with him, he thought I was trying to use him for money.
What the?
But I wanted to be like, nigga, I make more money than you. Let's start there. So what money, you know, anywho. So I really don't have any date stories. And then I tried online dating, and I just get men, what you doing? What you doing? It's 2:30 on a
It's not
Thursday.
even what you're doing. It's W.I.
By D. And it's like, okay, but then you don't
Damn.
have any follow up. It's like, okay, what you doing? And I say this, and then it's like, oh, okay, da 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 da. And we start a conversation, right? You just gonna wait. That's your sentence starter for everything?
I use
You need sentence
WYD.
stamps? No, it's
No,
fine.
but
Okay,
you
like,
can follow
guys,
up
but
after
you're
that.
following up, and then we'll have a conversation.
Hold on, this is also fuckboy Frankie.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not following as much. You know what?
because you align
Don't worry
with
about
the
it.
fuck boys.
Never mind. Fuckboy Frankie.
Never mind.
Yo, I think the last time I was on, I'm on dating sites now, but the most fucked up thing, because I have this thing where I feel like if you date somebody that's homophobic, you can't call yourself an ally.
I agree with you.
Yes.
And so on my dating profile where it says like what are like the causes that you are passionate about, I just write up there LGBTQ and Black Lives Matter. Like it's just both of them. So if you can't like with that, and I remember I put that on there because I broke up the last person I was dating. Let me preface that by saying why I put that on there. The last person I was dating, we broke up because he felt like I had too many gay friends.
Wow.
Like girls, because he thought y'all was gonna be
No, homeboys.
Oh,
Listen,
like, why
that's
does he
real.
care?
He was also African, so you know, it's deeply religious and all of that, and that was literally the reason why we broke up. So I was like, I'm not going through that because I wasted like 2 months of my time before we even got to that conversation, and it was a goddamn Dave Chappelle special that got us there. But so I put that on my Facebook dating or on my dating profiles. And one dude was like, because I think at first it was just LGBTQ and it wasn't Black Lives Matter. And he was like, the fuck you talking about LGBTQ? Like, this was the first message he sent me. He was like, what about Black Lives? Da, 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 da. And I was like,
You care about that first?
like, yeah. I was like, oh. And this is exactly why I put this on here, sir, so I can just weed out people like you. Thank you. Have a good day. Goodbye. Like, what is the purpose? What was the purpose of you sending me that? There was nothing. We weren't gonna go on a date after that. I wasn't gonna WYDU.
What you doing? And then when they send it, it's not like at 7 p.m. or something like, oh, what you doing? It's like at 2:30 on a Thursday. What you doing? Nigga, I'm at work.
Working.
I'm always working.
Right.
It's a weekday. It's a school day. I am at the schoolhouse.
I was doing the same thing I was doing when you texted me this yesterday at
Same
2:30.
thing. It doesn't really change. It's
But they
still
don't
third
believe in
period every
consistency
day.
sometimes. So you
You
being
know.
consistently at the same place at the same time every
Nigga,
day.
I'm
That's
at
real.
work.
That's real.
Where
But
else
no.
would I be?
But no, that's just dating, not even getting to the dating
ghetto.
part of the horror
I don't want to say I
story.
gave up on love per se, but I gave up on dating. I told people my husband's gonna break in my house, and then I'm like, no, you don't have to do this. It's a better life, and then I get married. Okay. No. Okay. Fine.
It's giving ghetto.
It's real ghetto.
Dang. All right. You got a horror story, Alex?
Well, I did. I was born and raised in Orlando. I moved out like the state kicked me out. No,
But I
Let me
released.
find out you got kicked out of Florida.
right.
Right.
Out of all places.
But then I moved out of Florida. I came back, and only Floridian women know. It can happen by accident, like the food trucks.
Wait,
What?
what?
Where are you going with this?
What are we talking about?
Was he eating your pupusa in the food truck?
No,
Oh, okay.
Not eating the phone.
Not in the whoa.
Pupusa
What?
food truck.
and I thought we
Sponsors.
had met like so organically because it was a food truck, and I was like,
Oh. Did he work at the food truck?
no, we was
Did he
we was
own the
getting-
food truck?
Yeah, we was getting.
That's kind of cute.
Right, at 2:30 in the morning after like the clubs and stuff.
Okay,
Oh,
what
it
else?
changed. The atmosphere
Hey,
changed.
I mean, tell me more. Continue.
Again, this is Alex, like her 22 to 24-year-old Alex.
Uh-huh.
And he spoke a little bit of English. And I spoke more Spanglish. I wish everyone could see the girls' the faces. It's so
I'm just not sure where this is going, and
I
it's
know.
freaking me out.
I know. It
okay.
should have freaked me out. It didn't. So I gave Juan my number,
Hey, Juan. Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to Juan.
and then
out to
I
Juan.
I think he low key just I thought I had potential for his liking. But anyways, the first date he asked me to meet him at his apartment complex gym. Okay, so
y'all
I
gonna-
go. So Mika,
I have
No.
questions. Wait, a gym work? Like,
No.
he's like, oh, let's work
Why
out.
not the
Please let her
apartment?
finish. Please finish.
Why not the house?
No, let's find out.
Let's.
I was like, so I meet him there, and I'm just the airhead. Like, I'm thinking I'll meet you at the apartment complex gym to like we can go to a different destination. Because half of Floridians, like some have 9 to 5s, and we worked in retail. So this was like a random Wednesday at 1:45 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm ready to go out. He's in workout clothes.
Did you have on heels?
No, they were sandals.
So you were not ready to work.
I was not ready. I thought he said like meet me at the apartment complex gym and like just to meet him. I'm not good with follow-up questions, and I was like, oh, he don't know English. So I was like, bien, aquí voy.
See,
¿Y qué pasó cuando llegaste? What happened when you got there?
He looked at me all stunned. He's like, ¿y por qué tienes eso? Like, why do I have these clothes? I'm like, because I thought we were going out. He's like, no, I told you to meet me at the gym. I'm like, yeah, I know. I met you here.
I've arrived.
I followed instructions. And he was like, cool. So he's like, all right, I guess, pues I guess we can go and get something to eat. And I was like, cool. What, thanks. That's what I was originally planning on. So already like,
It's weird.
yeah, it's hella weird. Hella weird. And so he tells me to go to this restaurant to meet him at. So I drive 20 minutes there.
There wasn't nothing closer? Another
I
food
should have
truck.
picked up on that. Again, how many years ago? Like, this was mid 20,000s.
Because it's only 2022. I don't know. I'm trying.
So,
we're gonna work on your storytelling. Because what are we talking?
because I'm trying to remember what years these are, right?
So it's like, were you still in high school?
No.
So this was after 2007. Okay.
You know what
After-
I think what's most important is that it was before Alex 2.0.
Yes, that's key. And so, like you mentioned, hey, there wasn't anything closer. I should pick up on that. I did it. So I go to the restaurant and I wait. And I wait.
I was like, yeah, he's not showing up.
And he never showed up.
What?
Yeah.
When she said it was 20 minutes away, I said, oh, he ain't coming.
I didn't even
He continued working out.
catch that. I didn't even catch that.
Wait, so y'all met at the gym. He
Yeah.
expected to work out.
Yeah.
Realized you said, I prefer to get something to eat. I thought that's what was happening here. And he goes, all right, you want to get something to eat? And you're like, yeah.
Go to this place.
Did he at any point say he was going with you?
Send off.
He was like, I got this restaurant you can go to, but I'm gonna do my workout.
Like, that's what you want to do? Because I'm dressed. I'm dressed for what I want to do. Mika, I'm sorry, baby.
When you put it like that, when you put it like that,
Listen,
You go get something to eat.
yeah, go take your hungry ass down the street. I'm going to work out.
But he's someone who recommended the
Okay, wait. What was it that he
stuff
recommended?
to people all the time. You recommend restaurants to people all the time.
You did ask that you wanted to eat. Yeah, there's a good spot. You go over there.
What kind of place was it that he recommended? Was it a salad bar?
I'm gonna let everyone catch their breath.
I'm trying to drink
Mika, we didn't need the dissection.
You know what? I apologize.
That's bullshit. I'm
all for the details. I'm all for the details.
I would have clear missed that. I don't. Oh, that was hilarious. He set you away.
I think we all would have missed
That's
it.
crazy.
I knew he wasn't coming, but I didn't realize it was a setup.
No, don't worry. I got you. I got you.
Mika, I know you got one. Go.
So I could give you several stories about dating, but I could tell you about the time that I dated Linus.
Like from Charlie Brown?
Yes.
Like the actual actor or something? Or like his name was Linus?
Do you want to hear the story? Is that the story that you want to hear? Cool. So
Looking at Frankie's voice, I think so.
I was dating this guy. We were staying together. And one day I go upstairs to our room and his room that I slept in. And
So y'all was living together.
Yes. And I remember that I went into, I noticed that we had 2 comforters on the bed. So I was like, this nigga must be getting real cold that night. Why he got 2 comforters and shit? So I moved one of them to fix, because I'm fixing the bed, because, here I am really tapping into my Latina side where I think I have to come and clean up and fix things and make my boyfriend's space, nice and clean and orderly for when he comes, he can relax, so that when he gets here, he can relax.
Keyword is boyfriend.
Bullshit. Right.
Not your
What was I doing?
No,
What was I doing?
Soak it.
We talked about marriage and shit. We talked about marriage, but I did soak. So I wasn't the only thing soaking. Here's why. The fucking blanket, the top comforter was all like tattered along the side. And I don't have anything else to do. I haven't started my job yet. I cleaned the room. So I was like, let me sew up this comforter for him. Because, yeah, I know, bitch. I went hard. Hold on, listen. So I'm sewing it or whatever. And I realized, damn, the whole shit is tattered. It needs a lot of help. But I get through it. And it's done. It looks good. So I'm like, I'm going to take it downstairs, wash it. It's going to be good.
There was someone in it.
Bed. No,
You want to marry me?
I put it back on the bed. We straight. Okay. He comes home. I was like, oh, look at your blanket. I took care of it. So he sees his comforter on the bed. And I'm like, look, I fixed it for you. What the fuck? Why did you have this comforter on this bed like this, all tattered up? Why are you keeping it? Why do you need 2 comforters? And he had like this look on his face that was kind of strange, but I didn't think anything of it. So a few months passed, whatever. I'm cleaning the room again. I happened to go in the, I happened to get home early and from work, and I'm fixing the bed, and I noticed that it was damp, And I was like, the fuck? Why would this be damp? And there were other spots that were damp also. And backstory, just a little bit more. I was very insecure in this relationship with every reason. Come to find out, I had every reason to be. So I do what I think most people would do, which is I lean in to smell it. And I'm
What
like,
does it smell like?
this is his nut
And your
on
man's
his
nut.
blanket.
I was about to say some dumb shit like, what
So
does that
I'm
smell
like, why is this? In a couple spots. So I'm like, is this nigga cheating on me? No, because his mom's right there, so he's not gonna cheat on me. But his mom's right there.
Of course not.
So I text him, yo, the blanket, what's up? And he's like, embarrassed. Eventually he tells me, okay, I'm embarrassed, but I masturbated with the blanket or whatever. And I was like,
Ew.
I don't understand.
With the blanket or just like?
I don't know. I don't know.
He just, okay.
I did ask for details at one point because I tried to understand it, because to me it's not like, women, we warm and soft and moist, but a blanket is it's very difficult
Need that
for me
friction.
to, you know what I'm saying?
You need
and
that
I'm
friction.
It's got the warm part.
and low-key, we ain't been good, so it's the blanket for me. Like, I'm feeling some type of way. So
Meanwhile, this bitch gave his girlfriend a makeover.
ain't that some bullshit? Wait, I basically gave his girlfriend a makeover because I
You
saw
weren't the
that.
girlfriend. Finish the story.
I think I'm done with the story because it didn't end there. I found the blanket wet a few times, even when we tried to hide it.
So when
and
did
put
you
it in
find
the
out that it
closet.
was homegirl?
No, it wasn't a homegirl. The
No,
blanket
she
was
was
a
a
homegirl,
homeboy.
bitch. The blanket
He's
was the
fucking
fucking
the
side
blanket.
bitch. The blanket was the side chick, my nigga.
I missed that. I was Frankie, stop. She's doing motions. You know I got ADD. Stop. I thought that like he was cheating on you and was blaming the wetness of the girl or whatever.
So that, I thought that too.
that sounds better.
It does sound better, but it was not.
Probably would have taken
Because
that.
I would not let that go. And I stayed with him because I soaked in that relationship for a while.
And you
I
soaked
would
in that
not
blanket,
let
too.
that go. And that blanket was soaking.
You were
That blanket
sleeping
was
with
soaking. we took the blanket off the bed. We started putting it in the closet. I thought we were good. I thought,
So
you
he
know,
had a
blanket in
special
the
blanket.
closet.
Oh, is that why
You
you
know,
call
we-
him
we
Linus?
come in-
Because he has a blanket.
There you go.
Damn it.
You just got it.
You know I'm slow. It takes me a while. My
Love,
brain.
I never wanted to share this story with anybody, but I think we both know that if you wanted me to speak well of you, you would have behaved better.
Ooh. Message.
Does anybody else have a story?
I mean, I have a relationship horror story, and y'all kind of know this because it was at the beginning when we were talking about all of this podcast things.
You gonna keep ruining this man's life? That's what he said, y'all.
I'm
He
not.
said, I
I'm
ruined
not-
his life, baby. His whole entire life.
I'm not gonna even say his name.
That don't mean,
don't.
1 + 1 is 2.
Right, but I'm not gonna say his name. But if you ever date somebody that name starts with J and he has dreads,
Bitch, say his name.
just run, sis, run. In the Dallas area. But no,
He's about 5 now.
I was dating this dude. We went on one date, and then I was trying to like go on another date with him, but like his schedule just wouldn't line up with everything. And then I saw him the next time, and he was like, "Yeah." So the thing about me, unless you tell me we in a relationship, I'm single and I'm dating. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am single and I am dating. And he got in his feelings after our second date when I was like, bro, you free to do whatever you want. Go out here and frolic. Like, frolic your life away. I'm okay. I said, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. He said, so you out here dating other people? I said, yeah. You know? I said, I got a date tomorrow. What you talking about? I'm just saying, what you tonight?
Maximize the time we got now.
Maximize the
it's gonna end.
time.
I got another one tomorrow.
And so homie got all in his he was a fucking Aquarius. Hold on.
Wow. Jesus.
The Aquarius,
Aquarius.
Lord Jesus. Got all in his feelings that I didn't like date him after the first date and just go home and cut off everybody like he was the one. Like that's
You know
what he
what?
really expected.
That is
You don't
definitely
love
an
me.
Aquarius
I
state of mind.
Like that is what he expected. He expected me to go on a date with him and be like, everybody else is worthless. He is the one. No, sir, no. But we had a really good first date, had a good second date. And then he was just like, you know what? After our second date, he was like, I want you to be mine. Blase, blase, like we in a relationship, we are together. And I was like, okay, cool. But I'm gonna need you to cut off all your other hoes before, or your females,
I hate females.
that you were dating, because I found out we couldn't go on another date throughout the week because he had like 5 other dates lined up.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo, you out here frolicking. If you want to be in a serious relationship with me, you gotta stop the frolicking. And so he was like, okay, bet. You know, I ain't gonna just send out no mass text message, but if somebody hits me up, I'm gonna let them know I'm in a relationship now. Cool, whatever. So this goes on. My spidey sense are tingling from my spidey sense start tingling like day 3 or 4, and he's like, "Yo, bring stuff over here. Like, just have stuff here, so like you can go to work from here." So I had like underwear. I had a toothbrush. I had like hygiene products all over this man's house.
Girl.
All over this man's house. So how these other hoes didn't see none of this shit in his house, I don't know.
I know how.
And he was like, yo, you are overly like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I observe all things. I see all things. You can't pull a wool over my eyes because I know what to look for. I know where all the things are. And so he was like, yo, overly observant ass, goddamn. And I was just like, okay, don't do shit to have me over here observing. So push comes to shove, it all boils down to the fact that I found out he was sitting in his class. He was sitting in class online, and he had went through my phone. Cause I'm not gonna hide nothing. Here you go. Here's the code. Do what you want to do. Deleted my dating app and all of that. And I was like, okay, cool. You said we together, cool. I was like, let me go through your phone. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm gonna let's do it. Let's do it. So he just got up and roars. But God, no,
Won't he do it? He always comes through.
One night when we were out, because he had an old iPhone that still had a thumbprint.
Still
had a button. And he didn't put in the thumbprint one day. He put in his code. He was drunk. He didn't know I saw him. But I tried it on his iPad and it didn't work. So I was like, well, maybe that's not the code.
This is why I believe in cybersecurity is the future. Bitches like this.
But so I'm not saying I just went through his phone for no reason. There were multiple things, but I'm trying to shorten this.
That's social engineering.
But like it was so many things that led up to. I was like, bruh, you out here being dirty. You moving real. And I used to say that you moving like a snake. You moving like a snake, and I don't like it. You moving funny. And so went through his phone because he was sitting in class. Got the phone. First message I see, y'all. First message I see was, babe, did you nut at me on Monday?
Oh my God.
Did you nut at me? Did you nut at me? So I know I need to go get plan B. And I was like,
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, no, let's continue on with the messages. I said, oh yeah, they dating. Whoever this is, they dating. I was over there on Monday. She was over there on Tuesday. I said, because he went ghost on me on Tuesday and didn't respond to any of my messages, which is what prompted this part. And so I was like, okay, all right. So I go to the next message. Babe, this, like, love you, have a good day. I said, oh, okay, there's another bitch. All right, another female. All right, cool. Then I get to this one female that he's been telling me is like his best friend, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because if they're your best friend, I should be able to meet them. And he's like, maybe, well, maybe set something up. So she FaceTimes him while I'm on the phone, while I'm in his phone. And I was like, no, I'm not going to answer. Let me go check the messages first because maybe this is his friend. Go check the messages. They got pictures of them kissing. They are together.
They are evidence.
They are together. So I call sis back on FaceTime. And I said, hey, sis.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. And she was just like, whew, life comes at you fast. And I was like, it sure do. Just wanted to let you know if you thought you were the only one, you're not. I'm sitting in his house right now. He's in class in the room and I have his phone and got the code and went through it. But yeah, you one of like 4 people I'm texting right now. So just FYI. Then I text the other girl that asked did he nutted her. I text her my phone number. I was like, took a video. I took videos of me sitting in this man's house and sent it to everybody. Hey, boo, just in case you thought you were it, you not.
Oh
like,
Jesus.
You are not, like, he had all the hoes, like, and the thing was, I wouldn't even care if you was up front for me. But if you were up front with me from the beginning.
You tried to lock me down.
You locked me down. I was out here frolicking. Yes. And I told you to go frolic. And you didn't want to frolic. You wanted to lock me down. But you wanted to still. Yeah. But wanted to still frolic.
You know how niggas do? Like, once you date and you not it, oh no. oh no, let's be. But you doing your shit. Like, let me do my shit too. But you know, it's that double standard bullshit.
And then he had the nerve when he realized I went through his phone. He said, bruh, why didn't you just leave? Why did you have to fuck up all my other relationships?
You're ruining my life.
You fucked up his other relationship.
He said, why didn't you just leave? Why did you have to fuck up all my other relationships? And I was you're a narcissist. Oh, you're a narcissist. Okay, cool.
No, he a nigga.
Cool. And the thing about it, the last time he texted me, this was like months ago, or like a couple of months ago. The last time he texted me was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. He called me from a blocked number because he's blocked, obviously. And he was just like, yo, I'll give you money if you tell such and such, the one that he said was his best friend, that you was lying. Like, just tell her that you was lying. Like, you don't understand. She got me. She was like, he was like, she got me having number one.
I want to throw something.
He was like, man, you don't know, you just messed up my life. She got it where I have to keep my location on 24/7 shared with her. I said, oh, she went back? That's on her. Okay, cool. And he was like, this the girl I want to marry. Like, just tell her you was lying.
My God.
You just tell her you was lying. And I was like, no. Why would I do that?
How much?
He offered me $1,000, but
Why
I
you
said,
didn't take it?
I would have taken that.
I don't want that karma on
cut.
me. I don't want that
That
karma
ain't none
on
of
me.
my business.
I don't want that karma on me.
Because I would have paid, you know, my car note. I would have paid like insurance.
And you know
I
what?
would have got Penny a haircut.
I would have taken that money and then I would have forgiven him to let that karma go. And I got the money.
Right.
I mean, but I wasn't finna tell her nothing.
And you got a bill paid.
I wasn't finna go. I wasn't finna be like, yeah, sis, I was lying. Cause nah.
Yeah, I can't lie. That part
Cause what? No. Now you got me in court because I took your $1,000 and
court?
didn't do what you wanted to do.
Wait, how do we go to court?
That
He
is
gonna have you a
crazy.
small claims
I would have
court.
done like a 50% deposit. And then upon delivery, if you should deliver.
That's that fuckboy
And
Frankie
it's
shit.
no
But yeah.
refunds.
But yeah, like the whole time we was arguing the next day when he was on the phone with me, I was like, bruh, my spidey sense was tingling about you.
You
I
said
was
that
like,
out loud?
Yes. I said, yo, Marvel should put me in the next movie. I should be in the next Spider-Man movie. I got all the superpowers, bruh. I knew you was on some shit. Like, oh, it was so... On the outside, I'm like, God, you had me there for a reason. to release all these other women if they decided to go.
Girl,
But
they ain't go nowhere.
if they don't go nowhere,
Most of them
hey, it's all on them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But anybody else.
That's real ghetto.
It
I
was.
don't have another adjective.
It's just
I
ghetto.
really don't. Because someone's like, what do you call everything ghetto? I said, when I say it's ghetto, that means I don't have another adjective in my immediate vocabulary to describe
even
what is
ghetto.
happening. It's project-ish.
Yeah.
It's ghetto. And
So,
cool. Okay, I'm gonna start using that. It's uncouth. But ghetto just rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Yeah, ghetto.
Frankie.
this shit wild. All right.
I love how
We're saving the best
she's
for
like,
last.
"Aight,
Because
ready."
listen, for the listeners, y'all gonna learn that Frankie always has a story, and it's almost like she's lying because she can't be lying because it's like, who makes this shit up?
Yo, my life will be peaceful. I have to say this shit to get it off my chest. Because therapists, at some point, they're going to question you, which they did.
My therapist never questioned me.
Imagine this sexy ass 30-something black man, 6-figure, smart, got his own place.
Is he tall?
Go ahead in your mind, you can. It's not relevant.
Damn.
But imagine just and smooth and
He chocolate?
ally.
He chocolate?
He chocolate.
Ooh.
Nigerian.
Wow.
Right.
Amazing. Cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop.
From the motherland.
And we just chopping it up. Yeah. Just chopping it up, being friends.
Oh,
Cool.
speaking of Nigerians, before we go there, my friends always get on me that I like date nothing but like African men for like
I love
because when I go to the blacks, that shit happens. Exactly. At least if it's an African
Ghetto
man.
motherfuckers.
Never let me. He would have never let this shit cross continental lines.
Listen, he would have had 5 wives and I would have never known. I would have felt like I was the only one.
You damn right.
I would have felt like I was the
And
only
3
one.
of them would
Yes.
be in
Down the street.
Nairobi.
Like 3 of them could be down the street and I would still feel like I was the only one. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going.
We don't condone racism. It's not.
We all black.
We all
Shit.
black. But no, he's American, so just all of it. All the suave. And we got to know each other, chilling, kicking it, not dating, co-workers. But, you know, there's some flirting there and there. Yeah. Invites me to his house. His pad is dope. Nice bachelor pad. Clean. Artist.
Furniture.
Bitch,
that's
What?
furniture.
With a carpet.
Did he have a bed?
He had all the things. All the things. Well put together. And, you
His
know,
bathroom
every
was
time.
clean?
Bathroom clean. Straight. He and I would text, and sometimes it'd be like, you know, playing around. You know, you ever flirt with your coworker?
No.
Oh, I have.
Most of my coworkers have
haven't.
been. Well, I'm lying. Let me shut up.
You never
But yeah,
flirted with
It
a
doesn't
coworker?
mean that I haven't wanted to.
Okay.
Oh, I
They
crossed
probably
that line.
they probably
I crossed
flirted
that
with
line as well.
flirted with you
Yes.
and you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like
They probably
because
have.
I'm oblivious. Like they be like, oh, he was flirting with you. I'm like, oh,
Do you
Yeah,
ever?
me too.
Do you,
oh,
Like,
was
I'm
it?
gonna say, Mika, don't you have coworkers that are in love with you?
Oh, you have to cut that out.
Kyra.
Is it current coworker?
Let Frankie finish her story.
jealous? No sir.
Okay, so his house was nice.
So yeah.
and
Anyways,
y'all flirting or whatever.
so when you're flirting with your coworker via text message, you'll see some patterns. You think they're throwing hooks. They're throwing hooks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this one I wasn't sure about. You know?
it's like, is he or am I tripping? Am I reading too much? So you didn't know if he was flirting with you? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
It was, you know, he would say things like, you know, I can't wait. You know, next time we see each other, I bet you won't even fart on me.
Wait,
What? That went.
I'm sorry. That was.
so that's
It's
not
like,
how I. what?
Yeah.
That's how you flirt.
And
That
he
went to
was-
a different type of kink.
Different,
Real quick.
way
That's the
different.
thing.
And it kept going, and I said, "Oh, so you one of them niggas that would, you know, allow a girl to fart on you, and you get off?" And he's like, "Would that be weird?" I said, "Oh man, I'm gonna exploit this shit." So I kept asking him questions. I said, "All right, man, are you serious right now? Like, are you
That's that
fucking with me?"
Capricorn. That's
Yeah.
that Capricorn.
Are you
Y'all
for
be
real?
fucking with people.
Hey,
So
I
what
know.
was
Shame,
it?
we
That you
kink
could
ask
not
questions.
fart on him?
Well, no, he sent me some videos of some porn of women farting into the camera.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that was a thing. Okay.
This is a real thing.
Yo,
Can
there's
I get money off
everybody
of
has
that?
a
The
kink.
kink.
You can.
Everything is a kink for somebody.
And he is like, yo, this turns me on. And I'm not ashamed about it. I don't care if anybody knows.
He liked the smell because I can let out
The
some real
smell.
gross.
I
You
said,
don't,
so
I don't.
I'm-
That's not sexy to me.
So I'm fucking with him. I'm thinking he's not telling the truth. So I'm like, so I could just go there and spread my cheeks, blow it into your mouth, and you're gonna get all hard and shit. And he like, yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
getting real hard. How he was like, I can't wait to suck a fart out of you.
Oh my god.
It
didn't stop there.
It did not stop there. So I started sending him like little gifs of people farting. Just because I was still laughing. I'm laughing. There's no
You're
way
kink shaming
this
him.
is registering me as this is sexy time right now. I'm dying. So when I finally see him in person, I said, listen, man, listen. Where did this come from? I need to know
yeah,
more.
like what makes you be like, I like that?
We sat down and talked for a couple hours. This dude said when he was a child, he had a best friend, a girl, tomboy, and they would play around with each other and they would fart on each other.
Wow.
Very innocent. But they grew up together and became teenagers together. And eventually, that was his turn on. It was his foreplay. And she would fart on him. They had sex for like 3 years like that in their teens. And
I hope they
And
don't hear this.
it is, that's his thing. That's his thing. I've never
It's
done
someone
it.
else's thing too,
I can't-
because
I-
there's porn with it on there.
Oh yeah. And I told him, I said, listen, I can't take this seriously. I don't think we should talk about this anymore.
You gonna Putin laugh?
Well,
I can't.
I took Mika and him to dinner.
You introduced like Mika to him to like date him?
No. We
Oh.
were talking about business, actually. It
It
was a
definitely was
business
a business
transaction.
meeting.
Yo.
That went left.
Oh, he left.
Why'd it go left?
It was so funny.
He had his friend. We were there with him. It was two
It
guys,
looked
two
like it
girls.
was a double date, but it
It
wasn't.
wasn't.
It was his boyfriend.
No,
No, it was
Oh.
his friend.
It was his friend. It was it was very business-like.
Mm-hmm.
But when we left, I'm getting text messages, and he's like, "Man, I wish I could have sucked both of y'all asses. I wish I sucked both of y'all farts." And I was like, "Excuse me, we just got done with a deal. Like, what are you talking about? We were just talking about a meeting." And then
He was like, "I saw what you ate, and I know that's a nasty ass fart. So what's up?"
Yo, talking about when you're gonna have some milk again, when you're gonna have some ice cream.
No milk, because milk is
Yo.
When she told me,
Oh, he nasty.
And I
nasty.
said, oh no, I sent the text message to her, and
I was like, what?
he wanted to suck both of our farts.
I wonder what that what that look like. We take turns and just
hold
we
your
make
bid,
beats
I'm not
and we
done.
farted. Watch this, we gonna make beats.
Go ahead, drop a beat.
I need both of you to stop right now. I'm just imagining the smells.
Oh, and you know
Because
what?
as a lactose intolerant individual, if I drink milk and you try to suck it out my butt, you gonna get more than air.
That is
Yo,
So like, you're nasty.
and so right,
you nasty boy.
you right
you
about that,
nasty.
because every time I came to the house, it would smell like farts, but like covered with air spray.
His
like,
house?
like like
So he
air
probably the
freshener.
one that be buying people's farts. And cause like, I make the joke when people are like, "Oh, you get on teacher, what you gonna do?" And I'll be like, "Oh, I'ma sell my farts on OnlyFans."
Can you do that?
You can. People are paying. We're
Are
doing
you
this.
serious?
How do you send
For
your
a
But
jar.
one girl got
In a
sick.
jar. In
One
a
guy
jar.
got sick
Close it
because
up
I
tight.
guess she was eating all this bullshit to make
So
her
she could fart.
And so, gas can kill you, She was selling them farts on the internet.
gas can kill you?
It is. That's another story for another day.
Well,
But it can. It can kill you.
I'm about to
Oh
say
my
these gas
God.
prices.
Coming to you
Right,
this
I
fall.
just think that killing
Coming
me.
to you this fall. Kink'd AF farts. Kink'd AF.
Are we going to put that on the
Farts in a
merch?
jar.
Fart.
Kink
Farts in a
fart.
jar.
Kink
So we can have like
Kink fart.
you pay more for like all of our farts put together, and then you could pay like, if you want Mika's farts, you want Alex's farts, that's an individual jar. We
No,
doing
I
that?
mean, because the thing is someone like catching it like a butterfly net?
Wait, I'm gonna put a jar up to your booty.
Like a
Exactly.
urine sample.
You gonna spread them cheeks. I'm gonna put a jar in your butt, and I'm gonna have the top in the other hand, and you're gonna fart in the jar. And I'm gonna close it in there.
Yeah,
We
like
selling
you.
it.
Yeah,
And I'll decorate it real cute.
yeah. If we're gonna,
gonna
do
have
a
to test the
combo
product.
fart, every jar has to go around.
I imagine that
That's-
a funnel would be better. Like, so
Yeah.
picture this: you have like a funnel that
I'm gonna go
covers
on
your
YouTube.
butthole.
I'm sure there's
Yeah.
a video.
You have a mason jar, right?
At
We need
the
a big
end.
jar if we're gonna
Mason,
put all our
a
farts.
mason jar that has a hole in the lid, and in the lid you have the funnel, and so you fart into the funnel, which is like a straw, and the smell goes into the jar, and you're holding, because it's a silicone funnel, and you're holding it. When you pull it out, you still have your thumb covering the hole, and you just tape it up real quick. That's how you lock in the smell.
So that's a no on the merchandise. We're just gonna stick to shirts and cups and mugs. No
We're
farts.
not- So is it the silicone part?
It was just.
Or
It
is
was
it
a
the
lot.
funnel?
I was like, how do
Or
we know?
insertion
How do
in
we
the
know that
asshole?
the
We're
fart
not
is
inserting
funneling
anything into
down?
your
How are we
fart.
sure that the fart is funneling down? Because
Because
air
it's in the
travels up,
tube.
but air travels up.
So
I feel
We're
like
just gonna have to practice.
So then maybe the top part needs to be a little open, so that as soon as she releases, we squeeze.
Y'all are trying to
This is
figure
where
out
people
the
cut out the
physics.
podcast. They're like, these bitches have gone too far.
You know
What are y'all
I mean?
talking about?
Never mind. This is gross.
Oh,
All right, we might have some kinky listeners that might be like, "Oh yeah, hell
did.
yeah, when y'all
Say,
start
oh,
selling
they
them
want
farts,
that.
let me know.
Again,
Somebody
I
gonna
told
be in the
somebody-
DM.
What else is dope?
I don't kink shame. I kink ask questions like you said, like what got you to this? Like you just don't be like, I wonder what it's like. Somebody fart on me. Something had to happen. There had to be.
I'll fart on somebody if I'm with them, but
this is different than
Yeah,
being funny and farting under covers and trapping them. That is totally different.
No,
Oh my God.
I would
That's
do it
different.
as a
That's fun.
sexual kink if I was already,
in a
warmed up
relationship.
into the relationship.
Where
But
you
right
just
off the bat,
you feel like he should trap you first and then be like, oh, by the
Possibly.
way,
By the
you be
way,
like, baby, you know what really,
I really want you to fart in my
you know what
mouth.
tickles my
I'll
pickle?
pee on a nigga. I've done it before.
Oh.
So
Okay, come on.
Okay.
What is it called? A golden shower?
Yes, I asked for it, and he said yes.
Oh, so you like to be peed on?
No, I peed on him. I said I want to pee on you, and he said okay.
That's fuckboy Frankie. You wanted to dominate.
You did.
I
That's what the
do.
fuck that is.
Yeah, that's what that was.
It was hilarious.
I wish you could have seen her face when she said, "I do."
So I don't. Have we introduced fuckboy Frankie? Have we told the listeners?
why don't we talk about?
We've
fuckboy
talked about
Frankie?
Frank Frankie.
So Frankie is a woman, of course,
Let me
but
touch
she
my
is. She's a fuckboy. Like she has
fuckboy tendencies.
fuckboy tendencies, and she'll do it to us. And will have us questioning ourselves, like that night where she tried to kill me, and then she gonna put her hand on my thigh, talking about, do you trust me? And she sat back and she looked at me and was like, her shoulders and shit. She was like, you trust me? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, you know, I mean, like, I do trust you, but like in this current moment, not so much.
And also to set that scene, Frankie was driving, and
Oh, yeah.
Frankie's driving. You'll
Very
never.
New York.
Yes, very New York.
Me and Alex, every time we're like, why the fuck we ride with her?
We panic. Our anxiety
with the
levels
flow.
increases.
Like
But-
today, like every time, there's no ride with Frankie that's just like, oh, okay, we got to our destination.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
you know, I was in New York one time and my Uber driver ran into this girl on the scooter and then yelled at her. and then yelled at her and was like, get the fuck out the street. And then kept going. I said,
Wow.
I'm in New York. It's home.
That's definitely New York. That is definitely New York.
You two-wheel bitch.
And Mika, remember when we went out with her the other night? She's like walking behind us, and then she sits like at the head of the table, and we're like two bitches. Like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, and then wait, and then we are taking the pictures together. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna look like a lesbian couple. Let me do this." And she puts her fucking leg up, and she looks very much like my lesbian partner who dominates the fuck out of this relationship.
Yeah,
and I will show this picture just for kicks, shits and giggles.
We'll
if y'all
post
wanna
it,
see
but like
Big.
introducing fuckboy Frankie.
But she also gives you. She also has. There's also the language, right? There's the tone.
It's her tone, like
It's
her
the
tone
body
changed.
language, but it's the language and the what she tells you the intent is behind it. You know, she comes
Do you
to you
trust
and she
me?
goes, "I love this about you. You're like this and blah 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 blah, and I want to give you this, and I want you, and you should have all of this, and let's do it, and this is for you. This is for you." Wait, and I thought about you because blah 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 blah, and you know you deserve this, so I'm gonna give this to you.
Or the way she
I am describing a trip to Colorado where she lives. No, y'all laughing. But you know why she had to do that? Because this bitch added three people. Three people.
You know,
I
we already
told
talked
y'all about that a little
Frankie
bit.
adding folk.
And she did that little by little. But the thing is,
So
if
this
we
is
were
like
gonna
Kyra's situation. You weren't the only
this
one.
is very different than the Khira situation
very.
because there was this whole thing like, you know, I want to give this to y'all. Y'all deserve it, and we're celebrating.
Oh,
And I'm
like
like,
a
shit,
trip.
yes, we're celebrating. What? What are we celebrating? So we're also gonna be in a cabin with bitches that I don't know. So I don't know.
Oh, is this when y'all
how
was
this
out in like the
gonna
snow
work.
and shit?
Did
That
it?
was the
No,
other trip.
it was summertime.
Summertime in the cabin.
I was supposed to go to that one. I would have liked to, and I didn't. But if I'm prepared, like if she does better now, where she's just like, okay, this is the situation. You coming or not? And I'll be like, no. And she doesn't give me any shit about it. That's what I love about her, because I have other friends that don't. That be like, bitch, come on, you fucking lame, let's go.
See?
Yeah, and yeah. So anyway, no, yeah,
Talking
it's
to
also
me,
the
but-
language. Bitch, I thought I was VIP in Colorado. I get there, every fucking body was VIP. And I was like, oh hell no, I'm VIP.
I got a wristband.
So, yo, this is a great way to wrap up this episode.
I don't want to.
We can go on about fuckboy Frankie.
We can.
There's gonna be a segment probably in every episode.
Okay.
What she did to us this week to have us confused.
At least I give you some kind of catharsis to go ahead and approach your fuckboy.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they
we
leave us
just wanted
confused.
to.
We're confused.
We wanted to give you something a little bit lighthearted because we felt like, we've been hitting y'all with the things, the emotions these past couple of episodes. So we hope that you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to get in touch with us, it is info@kinkedaf.com, info@KINKDAF.com. Also Instagram, Kink'D AF, same thing. And I am Khira signing off. You can find me at Khira Haley on Instagram and Facebook.
This is Alex Barrios. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram is Alex Barrios Comedy.
You can find me, Krystle, at KTO6. That's KYT06.
Mika, you can find me at Bronxtress. That's BRONXTRESS on Instagram.
It's Frankie. You can find me at Fuckboy Frankie.
Just change your ID.
Coming to a town near you.
Coming to a vagina near you. Frankie does comedy. Instagram.
All right. And we're
Kink'D
AF. Can we do that last part?
Yeah, we did. Second time I didn't say it. I'm like, what are we?